Transcendence from liberation. Before we dive into Santaraza, my father said, we need to understand why these personal relationships far surpass any non-personal achievement, including what most spiritual seekers consider the ultimate goal, liberation. But isn't liberation what we achieved in Volume 2? I asked. We achieved internal liberation, freedom from material consciousness. But many spiritual traditions aim for something different, merging into the impersonal Brahman, the spiritual light. That's what they call mukti. Rejecting the Brahmananda. The happiness derived from identifying oneself with the impersonal Brahman is considered inferior because it's temporary. There is every chance of falling down from the spiritual happiness derived from identifying with the impersonal Brahman. How can you fall from spiritual happiness? I ask, skeptical. It happens all the time. Great impersonalists, despite being highly educated and almost self-realized, sometimes return to the material platform and engage in mundane activities like politics or social welfare. Why? Because they don't derive any ultimate transcendental happiness in the impersonal understanding. It's like achieving a state of pure silence, peaceful, yes, but ultimately unfulfilling. My father's voice took on conviction. Those engaged in pure devotional service deride even the conception of liberation. Bhakti Rasa itself is sufficient to produce a feeling of liberation. Srila Rupa Goswami states that if Brahmananda, the happiness of becoming one with the Supreme, is multiplied by 1 trillion-fold, it still cannot compare to an atomic fraction of the happiness derived from the ocean of devotional service. That seems like hyperbole, I said. Does it? Prahlada Maharaja affirmed that the happiness of Brahmananda is no more than the water in the impression left by a cow's hoof in the earth, compared to the ocean of bliss found in devotional service. He leaned forward. The fulfillment of service is so comprehensive that devotees never desire to become one with the Supreme. Even if they're offered the 4 kinds of spiritual opulences, such as residence on the Lord's planet or the same bodily features as the Lord, they refuse to accept them. Why would they refuse that? I asked. Because they'd rather serve than be served. They'd rather love than merge. Relationship requires distinction. You can't have a relationship with yourself.